Hello everyone, I'm Dren Hatamata. This Christmas season, I'm taking a break. I'm gonna sit back, relax, and actually play some games. It'll be nice. But before I go, I figured I would leave you guys with a little something. I hope you liked it. First off, thank you to everyone. I know, thank yous and cliches like this feel played out, but I gotta say it nevertheless. At least as far as YouTube, this was a great year for me. I revamped my channel, made a bunch of new friends, and even managed to keep a schedule. So far. I might change things up when I come back, I don't know. So without further ado, let's compare 2019 to 2020 analytics on my channel. Alright, for 2019 we got a total of 12.4 thousand views, and 332 hours of watch time, and 76 new subscribers. And we got a nice few tasty spikes. How much was that? 277 was that biggest spike. Alright, now 2020 in review. Alright, already everything looks pretty much a bit better. 13.6k views, 384.3 and plus 56 subscribers. And definitely more videos. And how much was this little spike? Ooh, 1,551 was my biggest spike there. Now let's look at reach. 104.9 thousand impressions. My guess is that impressions are what they've seen as opposed to what they actually do with it. Click-through rate is 8.3%, so that's nice. Still the views there. And 16.4% from YouTube recommending your content. So I just need a lot more impressions. Mostly on a Google search. Okay, so these are the playlists that are normally there. And of course it's Albert Fish's Ladder, because goddamn Albert Fish's Ladder is always the one that's popular. Alright, let's look at 2020 in review. A lot more impressions, about 40k more. Less of a click-through rate. This one is 8.5% of YouTube from YouTube recommending my content. So my guess is the margin might be at 200,000. Alright, still Google search portion. Oh, I know who did that. He knows he did that. Alright, and of course, Albert Fish again. More Albert Fish. Lots of Albert Fish. Okay, next 2019. Let's look at our engagement. Alright, this is engagement percentages. This has my total watch time, and average view duration is about 1:36. Top videos by end screen. Okay, so people are grabbing onto that like crazy. These are my top playlists. That's because I listen to my music that I like. Cards. Okay, cool. That one's been clicked on. I know who will be proud of that. Alright, let's go to 2020 in engagement. Oh, got better engagement, got more. Okay, so the more hours and the more engagement. 1.41. Of course. Because of course. Songs viewed. There's that playlist again that I know who it is. Right, best reviewer, playlist, and subscribe. Okay, so it's hit a couple of those. None of my cards have worked. Gotcha. Alright, now my audience. Unique viewers. It doesn't say much about that. My guess on why some of this won't be filled in for 2019 is because it didn't come in till 2020. That's when they changed a bunch of stuff. Alright, so not subscribed, the majority of everyone who watches, because very few subscribers actually watch me. United States is about 50% of all my views, followed by the United Kingdom and Canada. All my British homies. Yay! Most of my viewership is female. Hooray! And my demographic is between 18 and 34. That makes about as much sense. That's about everyone that's going to be watching the games that I play. Alright, 2020. Oh, this is very different. I was actually looking at the subscribers. I had a lot more loss in subscribers than I did last year. A little bit more people subscribed or watching. And then more percentages here. And then Canada's taken the lead over the United Kingdom for second place, but still the United States, because that's where I live. And here's where it gets a little more interesting, as 2020 gives me a bit of a broader demographic. Between 13 and 54, with the majority still being in the same 2 age groups. Still, most of my viewership is female. I find that kind of interesting, because normally when I see people's analytics, especially for gaming channels, it's mostly male, so I hope that the women that are watching my channel are enjoying video games more than men. At least that's what the numbers look like. Prove me wrong. Revenue. As if. So one last thing I want to look at is where I'm at in monetization as of current. I am at 248 subscribers and 398 public watch hours. That's how much further I need to go. So I'm at like, what, 12%? Damn. What a year. No, really, what a year. It's been crazy and I just want to get past it. I still want to do more with other creators like collabs and podcasts, but every time I try to ask other people, anxiety decides to pistol whip me and say, "Bitch, you thought!" I really do want to collab with other people, so I might try harder to reach out more. And if any of you want to collab with me, let me know. Okay, enough self-indulgence. Alright, let's get into a short Q&A before I wrap up the year. First up, we have Geeky Claus, or Geeky Nate, who has a 5-part question. Favorite seasonal drink? Call me basic, but it's mostly coffee, but if you're talking about for how I would decorate it, I would put cinnamon creamer with whipped cream with cinnamon on top and caramel. I love the cinnamon taste. Otherwise, I do a very similar thing to hot chocolate. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? Probably not, but I gotta try. I gotta try. Alright, so how many are there now? 8? 9? I don't even remember, it's been so long. Let's see, there's Vixen, Donner, Dasher, I don't know, Rainer, Rudolph, the buff one, Blitzen, I think. I need at least one more name. Jeff. I know it's not one, but he's Jeff now. No. And who is your favorite? Dasher. Because Dasher is dashing. And you know what Dasher wants. And Dasher will get what he wants. And none of us will mind. Favorite holiday movie? I've never actually been much for holidays as a whole. I've only really been getting into it recently because now I have my own house. But if I had to really put a finger on it, I would probably have to say the most recent Grinch movie. The 2019 version. I mean, it's just, he's too relatable now. He's so relatable, it feels right, and let's face it, the Grinch is completely justified in all 3 versions. Or all 3 video versions. Most hated holiday movie. I can't point out a specific holiday movie. Overall, I'm not much for holiday movies because most of them are incredibly sappy, and I guess I'm just not too much for that overall. Despite Grinch being a favorite of mine. I don't know. It's maybe I'm a hypocrite, maybe I'm weird. I've never thought but too much about it. I tried to think. I'm sorry. Next up, we got Queen Kaltuna. What are your plans for the new year? Well, I hope to branch out a little bit more and maybe see some assets. I may try to have a merch store if I can get a little bit more popular, but I don't want to jump too high. And I may even sign up for a business license, an LLC, but I'll try and collaborate with people. I have a few shows that I just haven't been doing that I'm going to try and get back to, and if I can, I'm just going to try and, once again, mass record a whole bunch of stuff for later, so that way I can, in a timely fashion, get them out without having to impede too much of my personal life. Alright, I hope that answers the few questions I got. Alright. This year is coming to a close, and hopefully we go into 2021 with some fresh air to breathe. Yeah, it's the same spiel as every year, but it still makes us feel good and optimistic, so I'm going with it anyway. Now, I don't know when I'll be back off my hiatus. Maybe near the end of January or early February, maybe. I hope you liked this last video of the year. I hope you had a great year despite this year's events, and that the next year is even better. And with that, let's end 2020. Thank you for watching all year, and thank you for everything you all do. And always remember, you have potential. See you all next year.